Hi everyone, my name is Ravi Ranjan and I am a by profession data scientist. And today I am going to give a webinar on explainable AI. So let's dive on this first. So first of all, is what is explainable AI? So explainable AI is the lack of explainability and trust hampers our ability to fully trust AI system. So we want computer system to work as expected and produce transparent explanation and reasons for the decision they make. This is known as explainable AI. So basically, you want to know how AI is making the decisions. I mean, suppose you are working in a company and वहाँ पे boss आपको बोलता है कि भाई ये काम कर दे, train a model and give me some kind of good result. So what you will do कि you will train a model and you will tell boss that boss I got a accuracy of 99.99%. And then suddenly you got a test data where you try to perform your prediction and you got to know that your model is not working good. Now you don't know what went wrong because you had done everything that you know, cross validation से लेके data imbalance तक, but you still don't know how the model is making decision. So once you wanted to know like कि कैसे एक model decision बनाएगा, that process is known as explainable AI. So in AI, explainable AI is done in two format. One is white box model and second one is black box model. So first of all, let's learn about the white box model. So in white box model, we got to know key how the model is working and how it's going to make decision internally. We actually know the whole architecture, how the model is going to work and what are the process that it will try to make to give a certain result. For example, logistic regression, decision tree, naive bayes and random forest. These are the models which are completely white box where you can predict and also see how the model had made a certain decision. Second one is explainable AI in black box model. So black box model are those models where you got to know about the result. You don't know how the end process, how the result is getting formed. For example, you can choose deep learning CNN. You got to know that whether the picture is of dog or cat, but you don't know how the model has predicted that it's a dog, right? Any questions? You can write in the chat. I will wait for a minute. Any questions? Please share your question in the chat. Okay, Akshay, we will into it from scratch. Don't worry. And do gray model exist? Right now, no. And Ravi Shankar. Okay, thanks. Okay, so we can look into it through blackboard mode. So let's learn it through code and whiteboard way. So imagine it. I will try to explain you guys in this whiteboard. And so, suppose there is a AI model, right? And you had done training on this model, and you got 99% accuracy. Now, after that, what will happen is that you are now confirmed that my model is quite good, and it will work on most of the data sets that are related to this model, which on which it has been trained. So you had deployed this model on the web server. Suppose a new data come, and your model got to know about its prediction, and somehow it predicted wrongly. Now, initially, the truth was कि the model should say yes, but it had said no. Now you don't know how model had made that decision, right? So the process of knowing how a model is making certain kind of decision is known as explainable AI in term of AI. I guess it will be clear. Please tell me on chat. Chat. Please ask your questions. Could you please speak fast? Are you able to hear me right now? Is it quite good? Please read my crystal clear. Okay. So now let's look into white box and black box. So you have made something. This is the output, and this is the input. Now the input have to go on through various stages to get a desired output, right? And once you know what are those steps through which the input has been got processed, this kind of models are said to be white box model. And we have another kind of model on which we had given a single input and we got an output. We don't know what happened in between. We only have worked with the model part, so model output parts. This kind of model are known as black box. No, the model that I am talking about is any AI model, machine learning model, you can say. It may be linear regression, logistic regression, decision trees, KNN, K-means. So I guess we had some clarity about the white box model and black box model, and as well as what is an AI model is. Please let me through the chat. Yeah, please. It will be better if you can type faster. Okay, I guess no questions yet. So, so we can learn about explainable AI through an example. And I had prepared a notebook for you guys, which will be shared with you later. So this is a notebook where I am trying to implement logistic regression, and I am also parallelly trying to find how the model is making decision on the dataset. So we are importing all the necessary packages. This is a bank data which you will get through the zip file, which will be attached in the description of this video later. So in this cell, we are trying to find whether how many columns are having nan or not. So we got to find that none of these column are having any nan values. So now we are trying to check whether the data set is uh, balanced or not. So as you can say that there are they are completely imbalanced because no have majority as compared to yes. So now we are making our test data and train data by separating features and target variables. So y is our target variables where I am mapping just to 1 and no to 0, and x is the feature variables where we are trying to get all the features. So we are taking all the columns except y and duration. So these are the columns, and you guys must be interested like what are the columns and what are the columns have uh, information about. So first is age is numeric. Second one is job. It's a type of job and it's a kind of a categorical variable. And if possible, please can you let me know that do you guys have any idea what is an categorical variable is? uh, no question, I guess. So I'm guessing that you guys already know about it. So these are the features, and I had written a small explanation about all of them, and you guys can go through it. So we have two kind of features. One is numerical features and second one is categorical features. So I am guessing that you guys don't have any idea regarding what is a numerical feature in and what is an categorical feature is. So I'm trying to explain it here. So numerical features are those where we have numbers where you can perform divide, multiply, subtraction, median mode. Examples: 0.05, 0.11, 0.6, any real number values. And on the other hand, we have a categorical variables where we have values like yes, no, blue, black, red. So as you can see, these variables are kind of difficult to handle because you can't perform arithmetic operation on this. I mean, you can't add yes with no, you can't add blue with black or red. Neither you can divide them, neither you can multiply them. So so we have an issue like how to handle this kind of variables. So there is a one way, two way actually. One is label encoding. Second one is one hot encoding. In label encoding, you just give an integer values to each of them. So yes will become 1, no will become 2. Similarly, blue will become 1, black will become 2, red will become 3. In one hot encoding, you will convert all of these variables into array like. So you will make an array, yes, no. If the element is contains yes, so it will be 1 comma 0. If it contains no, 0 1. If it is a blue, black, red, so as you can see first case is blue, so it will be 1 0 0. It will be 0 1 0. It will be 0 0 1. So I guess label encoding and one hot encoding, you might get some institution about it. I had tried to explain it in layman terms. Let me know if you don't understand it in the comment section. I will wait for 30 seconds. Hi Sagar, can you let me know what you didn't understand, as well as Tanas too? Do the five. Okay, no questions yet. So now we have two kind of variables. One is numerical features and second one is categorical features. So in scikit-learn we have a very good parameter, or you can say very good method or feature, which is known as column transformer. So it will eventually convert categorical variables into one hot encoding. So you can see I had made a list of features which are having numerical values, and also I had made a list of features which are having categorical values. So I am passing those into this num features is a numerical, categorical, one hot encoding, cat features. Now here comes the modeling part. I had opted logistic regression with these parameters, and I had split the data into two parts, x and y, x train, y train and y test, with a split size of 70-30%. Now here you can find that I had implemented preprocesses dot fit transform. So what this command will do, it will convert all of those categorical variable into one hot encoding, and similarly for the test dataset. Now as you can see, so we are trying to get all those feature name that has been converted into one hot encoding. So you can see categorical 0 under x admin blue collar. These are all the variables that has been converted into one hot encoding. I guess it will be clear until now. Please let me through the chat. No questions yet. Is there any registration for this purpose? No questions. Now, we are using grid search cross validate, where we are passing the possible parameters for the logistic regression on which we can get very good score. So, uh, we are performing k-fold cross validation and we are trying to fit our data. And it took us 13.1 second to run the whole operation, and we got the best parameter to be 1. So now we created a logistic regression model with a proper parameter of 1 that we got from here. Now tune LR is the our model, the perfect fine tune one, and where we on which we had trained our X train and Y train. We predicted using this and we got an accuracy of 83%, 83.23%. Now everyone would be happy that okay, we got 83.23% live set. Nothing we have to worry about further. But there is a loophole. You don't know what will happen if you get some new kind of data or some new kind of distribution. You won't know. So what I am doing right now is, since logistic regression falls under the white box model, so it can be interpretable easily, and you would learn that how logistic regression is going to make a certain amount of decision. So first of all, let's look into how logistic regression work. So suppose we have two classes. This is class 1, this is class 0. Now the role of the logistic regression is to draw a straight line such that it can easily differentiate between class 1 and class 0. Now, since it's a straight line, so it will definitely have its weight vectors. Consider this in 2D to be have with the equation of straight line as y is equal to mx plus c. So m can be represented by weight matrix, right? So if we have n dimension data, then we have uh, n dimension weight matrix. So yd is equal to wd xd plus b. Here b is intercept. Everyone got this? Please let me know through the chat. I guess no. Are you able to see my screen? So as you can see, in this cell I had tried to get all the weights related to logistic regression and made a pandas data frame. Let the process to be run. Where we got to know that age is contributing minus something to the whole prediction, And in this way, when we will get a new data, we can get to know that which column is impacting the very much amount of information. So in this way we can interpret logistic regression. Other ways to use other ways to use ELI5. ELI5 is an information, or it's a open source library which is used to get interpretability from white box models. And we use ELI5 by this way: import ELI5, ELI5 dot so waits tunlr feature names is equal to preprocessor dot get features name. You remember this preprocessor from this part that we had used to convert categorical variables into one hot encoding? It's somewhere here. Yeah, this one preprocessor. So from this we got to know that categorical underscore x7 underscore max is contributing plus 1.3 to the data, and it's the weight matrix. Now we are trying to get prediction of a unknown data set, and we are trying to get which feature is contributing max to the modeling part. So as you can see, number of employed is contributing 58.297 to the uh, final prediction data, right? So now you know that if you are getting some kind of error, so there must be some kind of issue with the nr dot employed feature weight. So in this way you perform explainable or interpretability on logistic regression. And you can perform this kind of interpretability on the decision tree, random forest, and naive base. Any questions? Sagar Roda, can you let me know on which part you didn't get it in the chat? Sameen, can you type your question? I don't get, I can't see your questions yet. Please type your question. Okay, I will take your question at the end of this session. I'm going to continue with the other part. So, explainable AI on the black box model, or you can say deep learning model. So, deep learning model are quite powerful, and they can perform as as good as an human, but they are much difficult to interpret that how they are making certain kind of decision. So, suppose we have a model M. So we had given him an image of cat, and the model will predict it's a cat, but you don't know that how the model had predicted that the image is of a cat. So this is an example of black box model, and now you wanted to know how this model M had made this decision. Any questions? Okay, what is cross validation? Yeah, I will cover it in the end, Sagar. But from that little understood, share screen. So we are for deep learning purposes we are using keras, and it will be better if you guys can learn this or run this notebook on Google Colab, because most of you guys don't have any kind of GPU access, and to running deep learning model you need GPU access. Luckily for our problem, Google is there to help us by providing us free GPU. So to enable GPU, go to runtime and change runtime type and make it GPU. Save. It will take some time. So here we are adding or importing some kind of deep learning model which are made to which are trained on open dataset, and open dataset contains 1000 classes of uh, various images like dog, cat, anything. So we are importing the model here. So as you can say, we had load an image of a cat, and we are in this cell we are trying to convert image into array such that model is able to take it as an input. Otherwise model can't take an image file as an input. It must be converted into some kind of array or something else. So this one is converting the raw image into array, and then we are receiving the whole image, and then we are pre-processing the image. We had run and prediction. The prediction has been run, and we are right now decoding the prediction. What is this? So it's giving us a 0.91 of probability. It's a something called tabby. Let's search for tabby. So yeah, it's a tabby cat, right? So it's a 91% the model is sure that it belongs to a tabby cat, but you don't know like how the model had known that it's 91% sure. So we are getting some kind of labels. So first level is 281. To perform explainable AI on deep learning solutions, we are using Lime. So here we are importing Lime image explainer, on which we will give the image data and the model, as well as we will say always go for the top two levels, and it will run some kind of pre-processing thing. Now here we are performing. What was the label? Label क्या था? 0 to 81. So we got to know that this portion of the image had made to realize the model that it's belong to a tabby cat. If the image doesn't have this kind of features or this kind of area of the cat, it won't be able to understand that the image is actual of a cat. And that's how we got to know that how the model had made decision, because it got to learn about this kind of features like that ear wala face, that white fur, the nose part, and this fur part. Similarly, we are going with another file. So it's belong to a bird. We are converting the image into array. Right now we are running the predictions. We decoded the prediction and we got to know that it's 99.99% sure the model is key that the image belongs to someone named token. Let's search what is a token is. So yeah, model had predicted correctly, but we don't know how the model had predicted token. So let's go for the first label. So the label is 96. I need to write that name again. So with the help of this peak and this eyes and this kind of features, the model is able to predict that the image belong to a token. So in this way, we are able to decode information from a black box model too using line. So that's all for the explainable AI from my side. If you guys have any doubt, please let me know through the chat. Okay, huh? What is cross validation? Right, Sagar Arora. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Please let me know through the chat. Okay, what's line? Okay, Sagar, you have two questions that I have to explain. One is cross validate and second one is line. Apart from that, anyone? Any new questions? Any other questions? Did you guys get the content of the session or not? Please let me know through the chat. And it's important to learn coding. Okay, Sagar, it will be arranged soon. I will try to share my notebook first with you guys and it will be attached in the description first. Any other thing? I guess no further question then. I'm going to give answers to Sagar questions now. See, uh, logistic regression have various parameters and number of parameters. Now you don't know which parameter will give you the best result. And one of the parameter which highly impact the score is C. It's the inverse of 1 by lambda. And it normally take values from 10 to the power minus 4 to dot 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 10 to the power 4. Now you don't know which value will be correct such that the model will give us the maximum accuracy, right? So what we will do is we perform a cross validation on which we will train the x is original data into two data part, train and test. Now this train will again split into two. Train 1, cross validate 1. In train 1, we will retrain this model with different parameters and we will check the score with the help of cross validation. There will be certain amount of chance when we will get a good accuracy. Suppose c is equal to 1, right? So now with the help of cross validation we got to know that at c is equal to 1 we will get the maximum accuracy, right? So then we can just simply train our logistic regression c is equal to 1 and we will get the 83.34 accuracy as we got in the notebook. So, right, yeah, you can see c1. So I guess you guys might not be comfortable with this grid search CB, but grid search CB is an internal library written inside the scikit which can perform by default. You just have to pass the parameters like I had done here: 10 to the power minus 4, 10 to the power minus 3, 10 to the power minus 2, 10 to the power minus 1, 10 to the power minus 1, 10 to the power 1, 0, 10 to the power 1, 10 to the power 2, 10 to the power 3, 10 to the power 4. I guess that will clear your doubts, Sagar. Let me know through the chat. Okay. Second one was what is lime, right? Are you able to see my screen? So lime is a Python library which is used to debug black box model to know what went wrong such that the model had not performed well. No, the point is this is lime and how it's work. So Lime will you will give a data point, suppose X. So Lime will do 10 things. First thing it will perform some kind of data change. Again it will perform some kind of data change. Again it will perform some kind of data change up to 10 times. Right? Now for X you will get some kind of result Y. Similarly for X1 you will get some kind of result X Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4. Now what Lime will do, it will compare all the results with y1 dot 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 y10, and it will check where I had made a small change in the x such that my result y is kind of different as compared to y1 and dot 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 y10. And in this way Lime will find that this data point or this data region is kind of error prone or some kind of issue is with that area or region. Like for example that cat image, Lime has might change the cat images to certain extent and it might got to know that it's not the model is not giving us cat. So on at the end when the model got compared with the help of Lime, it selected that this is the region that is impacting the model outcome, and that's how the model got to know that whether it is a cat or not. I guess that will help, Sagar. Does it help? Any more questions? Please let me know. No questions then. So I am leaving my details, how to contact me and what I am. So my name is Ravi Ranjan, as you guys know, and I am right now a tech leader fellow at Plaksha, as well as associated with Sutarja Center of Entrepreneurship and Technology, UC Berkeley. I was a ex-data scientist at Ankaha Private Limited and machine learning engineer in R&D department at RMGX. This is my LinkedIn. So if you guys have any kind of doubt, please connect me through LinkedIn, and this is my email. You can also connect me through email. If you guys have any kind of research idea that you want to discuss, you can also contact me for that part. And if you guys have any kind of problem or issue with the session, you can also mail me or let me know through the LinkedIn. And on the end note, thank you. If you guys have any query, feel free to contact me. That's all. So if you guys have any question, please let me know through the chat, because this is the last time that I am asking you guys. Sir, but kindly arrange a workshop on Python. I thought that you guys are kind of comfortable with machine learning idea, so I thought of let's go with the explainable AI. Next time it will be done, sure, Sagar. And it's a kind of a beginner thing. I tried to explain it from the beginner perspective. Okay. Sabar Ilal Mandir, when it will get how data science machine learning related. So in machine learning, so what is machine learning? Can you like explain, or can you have do you have any idea regarding what is machine learning in your point of view? Digimon, share your contact detail. I just share it on the slide server. It's you guys can have my LinkedIn and email. Uh, I am again showing you guys the slide again. So please, please take a screenshot or do whatever you want. And if you guys have any issue, do contact me through LinkedIn and email. I You might get your replies within 30 minutes to a day. It won't take that much amount longer. Yeah. Please, if you want, you guys can type my LinkedIn and email. I am on this screen for like a minute, and then I will stop sharing it. Okay. What are the questions? How is data science and machine learning use registration links in the research and code, sir? It will help. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, Ravi Teja Boela. Prediction of any response variable on various prediction variables. Acha. That is only told about supervised learning, not visible, sir. Please share the feedback form. The code and documentation, it would be help. Yeah, definitely, Janvi, it will be shared. Okay, so in machine learning, you are trying to create a machine which can behave like a human. So at first, suppose when you got born and you are kind of a kid, so you don't know what summation is, right? And then, yeah, definitely, bro. So you start learning summation, addition, practically. So from the duration, you got to know that 2 plus 2 makes 4, right? Similarly, you train your model that 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Then after some kind of experience, you are able to conduct that kind of result on your own. Similarly, machine learning or deep learning will learn this on the whole process using training part. Now, machine learning has been divided into three parts: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement. That will be too deep enough. But how machine learning is different from data science is that data science also include data analysis part and data collection part, ETLs, data scraping. But on the other hand, machine learning only talk about the modeling part, whether the model should be unsupervised one or supervised one. So I guess that will help. Who was this? Um, Digimon. Any more questions? Mm, I will wait for a minute and then I will end the session. Please let me know through the chat. Yeah, we need data for machine learning. You can't, otherwise, it's not a machine learning, then it's an algorithm. Digimon. So, so there was our teachers, right, who had given us the data. You don't know like 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Teacher told you that 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Or your parents told you that 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. You don't know how to eat. Someone teach you how to eat. And once you know how to eat, then you can teach other how to eat. Eventually, you can close your eyes and you can know how to eat. Any more question? What are the basis required to learn data science? Okay, got it. Basics, it would be better if you can guys can cover probability up to Bayesian theory, then linear regression up to matrix multiplication only, and directly jump for Python and then start your journey with unsupervised learning. These are the basics, bro, and then you can directly jump into data science domain. But it will be better if you start with maths part earlier. It from probability, linear regression, Python, and data analysis. Then go for the machine learning part. That is modeling part. Any more questions that you want to ask? What is the basic requirement of what is data mining? In Can I highlight this? Do we? So, hi Digimon. Data mining is you basically collect data from various sources. It might be lying on some kind of server. Suppose you want to arrange movie review data from IMDb, then you have to scrape the data, right? And that whole process is known as data mining. What is the basic requirement of data engineering? So, hi Sabri Lal. For the data requirement, data engineering part, you must know ETLs, express transform load, where you are. So the basic role of data engineering is to manage create pipelines where the raw data has been collected and converted into proper usable data. So that's data engineering, bro. And for data engineering, you mostly use two tools and a server. One is the tools where Selenium and Beautiful Set, and the server are kind of the Apache Kafka, Spark, or Airflow. Data science require both Python and R. No, bro, you can do it in any language, but the majority went into Python and R because they have a lot number of open source packages. Otherwise, data science can be done in Java, JavaScript too. In fact, there are machine learning model that has been made for the web services. that can run in background with the web browsers. So data engineering, bro. Data engineering is the part where a data engineer guy converts the raw data into proper usable data, and data scientist is the guy which uses and analyzes that proper converted data and makes some kind of assumption and modeling to get to some kind of end result. Any more questions? Mm, Aniket, please provide a link for the certificate. Don't jump for the certificate, Aniket. It will be better if you guys can run a model on your own rather than going out for a certificate. Because believe me, in the interview phase, no one. The certificate might play an important, but you have to prove yourself as well. So also focus on the learning part. Any more questions? Sagar, Devlina, Digimon, Sabrilal. Any more questions? If it's a no, please type no. I will wait for a minute. Okay, difference between data scientist and data analyst. Data analysis is the subset of data scientists. In data science, the whole data science pipeline got included, from data scraping to data modeling. And on the other hand, data analysis is the complete analysis of the data. Other than that, it's nothing. Data analysis, you just perform some kind of analysis and go with some result. And on the data science, you practically scrape the data, convert the raw data into usable data, then perform data analysis, then perform modeling, and then you went for the deployment. How about the Code Academy data science track? uh, I have no idea, bro, for the Code Academy, because I had learned it from Coursera, to be honest, from Andrew Ng. But the point is, in Andrew Ng, he teaches machine learning in MATLAB, so it would be like tough for you guys to jump from MATLAB to Python. So, what I will suggest is to get the concept from Coursera videos, Andrew Ng machine learning course, and try to implement, and then again study about a machine learning course and from Udemy or somewhere where they are using Python. Don't use MATLAB, but go with the videos from machine learning of Coursera and Ranges. Any more questions? Devlina, no, Devlina, that's kind of a data analysis job. I mean, data science also include modeling too and deployment too, as well as scraping too. So that would be also. So interpretation and manipulating analysis of data falls under the domain of data analysis, and data analysis is by default subset of data science. So you can say it's a part of data science, but it's not a complete data science pathway. Where to begin data science? I just told Ritvik what stream we study, choose to do data engineering. Start learning BS4 and say, start learning Selenium. Once you got comfortable with these two, then start learning how to write a job. And for job file, you can use Apache Airflow and Spark, or Kafka too. Any more questions? I guess it's a no then. What stream we should choose to data engineering? Yeah, it's a no then, guys. I guess I am in CSE second year and want to currently explore data science track. How can I quickly explore? Ritvik, I just explained it in the video, but it would be better if you can contact me over LinkedIn, or you can send me an email. I will definitely write a mail explaining how I started my journey, because I started data science journey in my fourth year, and after 5 months I got comfortable with the data science and I had learned it on my own. So I guess we can relate each other, and my journey might help you out. mm, अरे, certificate. Okay, apart from certificate, any more questions? I guess it's a no. Then I'm going to finish this webinar, guys, and thanks for joining and staying at the end, the webinar part. It was fun. Thank you, guys. See ya soon. Please tell